Welcome back. Pillar number 3, central tendency. I think from our previous sessions, we talked about a little bit about finding the typical value of the data set. So this is the work under this pillar. And we have 3 typical values. The first one is the mean, which is the arithmetic average. In French, they call it moyenne. In Rwanda, it is impuzandengo. This is sensitive to every value because each and every value accounts. We take all those values, we add them up, and then divide the number of subjects from which the data was collected. So the median, it's a matter of finding out the middle value. You arrange the values of the data set and then you find out the one that lies in the middle of every other value. It is robust because it does not change depending on the absence or the presence of extreme values, especially when they are much higher in the value or much lower in the size compared to others, which is opposite to the mean, which is sensitive on whether we have those kind of values or whether the most values lie in one side or the other of the typical value or mean. So the mode is the most frequent value. It is simply to identify the value that was collected from different subjects. It identifies the common patterns. Let us now go to computation of the central or typical values that we have just defined. The mean, as I said, it's a matter of adding the values of the data set and dividing the number of them. Let us assume we have information on the number of children per each family. Here we are in the presence of 7 families from which we collected data. The first family has 1 children, second 2 children, third 3, third 4, and fifth they all have 3 children each. The 6th has 4, 7 has 5. So when we add them up, divided by 7, we'll be having 21 children out of 7, which makes 3, meaning that on average, each family has actually 3 children. For median, we arrange them in a chronological order and then find out the one that lies in the middle. So you will see that the second 3, not the first 3 or the third 3, the second 3 is the one that lies in the middle of every other value in the data set, leaving 3 on the left and then 3 values on the right. And mode, choosing the most frequent values, the most frequent value that can be in 1 mode or 2 mode or 3. But here we have only 1 mode because we have only 3. So we got 1 value once, 2 value once, but 3 value 3 times. The 4th appeared once, the 5th also appeared once. So the one that was most frequent value is 3. So those are the 3 typical values. And the rule of thumb for any statistical thinking is that mean, median, and mode should be equal. But in actual sense, practically, in the real world, you will not realize the same. So we see how to do about this. So this is the central tendency, which is the scenario that make the reference of when analyzing statistical data, and which also is the key, the foundation of statistical thinking, that the normal the statistical distribution should be adopting a situation where the mean, median, and mode have equal value, meaning that the central value, all the values are towards or lie towards the central. The extreme values are limited. I think we'll see it when we cover the variation. Thank you very much for your kind attention.